Creamers, we have an announcement. We got video, bitches.
That's 4 snaps for you, baby.
It's Sunday again.
Oh, yeah.
It's Sunday.
Getting that cream.
I want the cream. Give daddy that cream.
Getting that cream. Getting that cream.
Brace yourself for the cream.
That's that.
That's that.
Yep. All right, cool, man. Looking dope as hell.
I'm feeling like Elton John, dude.
You have a lot in common with Elton John. That's what I heard.
Yeah, but I don't have the Mike Tyson gap. I don't think that's something you can just get with wealth.
I used to have the
It's-
Mike Tyson gap. I had gotten Invisalign for that. Yeah, that's God-given, man. Who else has those? Michael Strahan. He's another one.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
SpongeBob SquarePants, indeed.
He's a bucktooth motherfucker, dude.
I hate buck teeth. Anyone that with buck teeth should jump off a cliff, in my opinion. But all right, let's get this thing rolling, dude. Should I do the intro per usual? I'm a little
Do the intro, man.
We're on camera now. Well, Creamers, it's official. Welcome to yet another excellent episode of CPS. My name is Josh. And with me, joining me on the first video podcast is my great friend, my compadre, Rick, Slick Rick. Talk to me, Daddy-O. How you feeling today?
I'm the last ounce of cream up in the sky, ready to fall into rain. So I'm ready, dude. I'm pumped, dude. Number 20, we made it this far, and it's the first video pod, which I'm excited for. Let's just get it rolling, dude. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Yeah. I'm excited as well, man. And by the way, if you're a part of Cream Pie Nation, don't forget to like and subscribe. We need some help here with views. We're struggling. We're a struggling small business podcast here. So,
but our shorts are flame, dude. Some of them are pretty good.
Yeah, some are good. Some get 0 views, but we won't talk about that. That's fine. Right. Dude, so what do you think about people that don't use their blinker? Are you one of those people?
I'm one of those people that if there was an apocalypse and I was the only person on Earth, I would still use my blinker because it would be the one thing that would keep me human in an inhuman world.
Yeah, dude. I actually I did a bit on stage about people that don't use their blinker, and it seemed to go pretty well. But the idea is if you don't use your blinker, your car turns without the blinker on and it explodes. Or if you're an old lady, you shouldn't be driving anymore, your blinker turns into like a ticking time bomb. And so it's like, and you also explode. So that seemed to work pretty well, but it just pisses me off, man. The other day, it's like, the worst is when you're trying to pull out of a place and the person's driving like towards your parking lot and then they pull in the parking lot without putting their blinker on. And you could have just went, but you couldn't because they didn't put their blinker on. You know what I mean? Shit like that. Grinds my fucking gears. Do you think people know what we look like, by the way? I mean, pretty much everyone that listens to this does, I guess.
Yeah, but that's the goal, is to have people not know us. It's not the goal, but we want. I would prefer not people from high school, necessarily see us do this, but it's all part of the journey, man.
It's all part of the journey.
All part of the journey. They can be the first step. Just the first step.
Right. Hopefully, by the way, this is our first video podcast. So if I'm just trying to get comfortable here and figure out this whole video situation and where I should be sitting on the screen. We'll have to make adjustments as we go. But if this turns into a big heaping pile of dog, forgive us. It's not going to be like this every week. I just threw this together.
Josh is currently sitting in a ring light duct tape to a freestanding tripod. This is madness down here.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I got you on a mic stand. Just fucking dangling there.
But in about 10 minutes, both our phones are going to die and our lights are going to catch on fire. And
yep.
I don't want to jinx it. No, I think my microphone's still good.
Cool.
My microphone isn't dropping out like it usually does yet.
But
Yeah, so you've never played Gran Turismo on like PlayStation 1? It was like one of those racing games from back in the 90s.
no, I don't even know what that is, man. It sounds kind of familiar.
So I think what it's evolved into is now there's like a gamer culture of having the steering wheel and having all the monitors and like being in a seat that like adjusts and all that shit, and
Right.
it's one of those. But I saw they're coming out with a movie where they take the top 10 gamers at this Gran Turismo game and they say, all right, now you're going to race in real life, and they get like a contract to race after that or something. But that's the premise of the movie. But you have no idea what the whole freaking game is about.
No. So the movie is there's a bunch of people playing video games, and then whoever wins the video game gets to be in a real race car.
Yeah. Yeah, like
What the fuck?
they think because they're in like the simulation
Hmm.
like scenario, they'd be really good race car drivers. So then they give them a shot to actually race cars, and that's kind of the premise. But I don't know. It's kind of that was kind of cool.
Could you imagine if they did that for other video games too, like Call of Duty tournament, and they take the kid and throw him like in war? Like, good luck, buddy. You're like a Green Beret now. You know, they should do
They
that.
grab like a 14-year-old out of his like freaking grandma's basement, and they like
Yeah.
make him like head guy for like a SWAT team. Goes, well, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, they swat him and then bring him to the military. That'd be cool. Yeah, they should do that.
I wouldn't
sure.
mind it.
Yeah. You know what's going to be crazy is in the future when it's not even like that far in the future. Like when they can basically have like a VR thing and you control a robot, but the robots are in war, and it's just like a warehouse full of people in the military that are controlling artificial robots that are actually fighting ground wars. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they're going to be controlling them from miles and miles away.
Yeah. It could be controlling from here. Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be Terminator. It's going to be
Basically. Yeah.
guys just controlling robots. I don't know. It's going to be weird. Like, definitely in our lifetime, we're going to see like a lot of crazy advancements just within like war technology.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I think we're so close to like the brink of like the standard military for like a country is going to be way more like powerful than it used to be, for sure.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden we're going to have to start worrying about Canada because they got these maple
I don't know
syrup
about that.
reserves. They're going to make the whole freaking
Yeah.
West Coast all soggy with maple syrup.
Did you ever see the documentary about the dudes that stole maple syrup from Canada?
No, that sounds hilarious though.
It's called like liquid gold or something, because apparently real maple syrup, you know, how they make they boil. No, yeah, they take maple sap, which is basically water. It's like really watery, but it has the sugar from the maple tree in it. They
Yeah.
boil it down, so it takes like, you know, I don't know how many gallons, like 100 gallons to make 1 gallon of maple syrup or whatever. So they have like these giant reserves of maple syrup in Canada, and somebody like with a heist stole a shitload of maple syrup. It was like one of the most successful, largest heists of all time, and it was worth like millions of dollars.
Yeah, but it's not like you can just go on the internet and say,
Right? Like,
willing to sell 4,000 gallons of, you know, like,
Yeah.
like who's the buyer for that, you know, unless
Yeah.
unless you really like maple syrup
Yeah.
and like your intent was not to steal it to sell it, it was steal it to have it.
yeah, just eat it.
He just knows something's coming and none of us else do.
Yeah.
Nobody else does.
Could you imagine? Where do you put it? I don't. I have to rewatch it because I don't remember any of it. You know, maybe it doesn't even exist. It was so long ago I saw it. Who knows? But
Yo, what do you think of maple syrup? Like, do you think it's essential to a breakfast pancake or a waffle? Do you think it's critical?
That's a good question. It is. I mean, I don't want to have pancakes without syrup necessarily.
Sure.
Maybe not so much a waffle. You could do like a Belgian waffle with fruit. I guess you could do that with a pancake too, though. But yeah, it's definitely better with maple syrup. But dude, the thing is, it's so sweet. Eating all that sweet in the morning, I can't fucking do that. You know, it's too much. You know.
And you're shoveling in cakes,
Yeah.
little baby cakes.
Yeah.
What'd you have for breakfast? Well, I had liquid sugar and cake.
Yeah. Cake in a pan, basically.
I actually
How's
put
the
it in
word
a
cake in
blender and I drank it out of a mixer cup on the way to work. I'm feeling good.
Yeah. It's like the episode of The Office where he's like, cream and sugar? And they're like, yeah, sure, I guess. And they drink it and like, it's just cream and sugar. It's no coffee in it. Yeah.
I never really got into watching The Office. Like I've never actually sat down and was like, oh, let me crank out a couple episodes. I know over the years, really? I've been at many people's houses where it was on constantly in the background, just like how Trailer Park Boys is on constantly here.
Yeah.
You know, but I never I remember Mr. Denslow in high school, he would have us watch The Office in high school. And that was the first time I really ever saw it.
What does that have to do with school learning, The Office?
I don't know. I'm sure there was some spin on it saying that it's good for how to like build relationships or something. I don't fucking know.
Dude,
everything is beneficial somehow. You
ever think that when they wheel in the fucking TV with the straps on it and the TV weighed like 100 pounds and they had a cart for it and they wheeled it in, it's just the teacher was just hungover and we just didn't know that at the time, you know? Most likely, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember, the ones at PA, like they would have them ratchet strapped to the thing so you could really go fast and slam on your brakes and the whole TV wouldn't go flopping.
Yeah, yeah.
They
what do they do? What do they do now? Do they have like a new TV thing for schools but it's like with a flat screen? Like, you know what I mean? Because there's no.
In my eyes, the modern classroom would have like a projector in the middle of the room and then just having that cast do whatever. Right. And then probably have like a smart board element so like you could draw at the same time. Like that would be probably my ideal. I'm not sure anymore though. Because I mean, even growing up, we had the transparent sheets with the projector and it would project in the middle of the classroom.
Overhead projector, yeah.
And you had to go in like with correct sentences or fill out math problems or something in front of everybody. You're like, oh shit.
Yeah. And they had the dry erase markers and you fucking write on the thing.
Yeah, there's like 5 times 3. I put like 25, and some kids like, oh, what a dumbass.
Yeah,
they're just like watching me in real time, just getting roasted by the kids.
Yeah. Man, we used to do this game in English class where she would say the definition of the word, and we use a fly swatter to swat the board, and we try and hit the word she was talking about, and it always got violent. We always had to stop playing. You know, we'd be like diving at the board, swatting kids with a fly swatter and shit.
You get in a lot of games of Heads Up, 7 Up.
Oh, kid? Yeah.
Heads down, whatever. No, isn't it Heads Up, 7 Up?
Yeah, because you put your thumb on your head or whatever.
Yeah.
And then somebody walks by and hits your thumb. And then you have to guess who the fuck it was, right? That was the game.
I'd always lick the last thumb and they never know it was me. I just like stand off on the side.
Yeah. just put the entire. See, this is the great thing about video. You have a visual component to it now. But the kids get on the desk and you just walk by and just.
And then I'd stand up and I'd run to the other side of the room and go, Casey, that's gross. Don't do that. Yeah. Like it's not me.
Yeah. Just keister their thumb. Just put it right up your butt.
Just like squat fully over them. Teacher's like, well, I don't fucking care. Just like looking at they're scrolling through TikTok. They don't give a shit.
You know what they used to make us do when we were kids if we were misbehaving is they would shut the lights off and they would have us put our heads down as like punishment. Like everybody put their heads down. It's getting too rambunctious in here. So like we'd be in the cafeteria and somebody was like fucking around. They'd be like, all right, everybody, that's it. Heads down. And they shut the lights off. Everybody had to put their head on the table and wait. And they would walk around and then they'd be like, all right, you can put your heads up now. No one needs to settle down.
No, I never got put into solitary confinement at school.
Dude, it was normal. It was so normal. It's like just what they did. They make us put our heads down. Maybe that was just my school. I don't know. But nowadays, it's like, dude, I'll take a fucking nap. Thanks. Jeez.
Yeah.
The worst was when they would take away your recess or something. Like you get recess detention is what they called it. Like you've been bad. You're not going to recess. You have to stay here for recess with me.
Did you have detentions after school too?
I think I went to like 2 detentions.
I didn't go to a lot of them. I went to more of them with my friends so I could like hang out with them and do homework than I actually had like detentions. Like I remember my buddy Tyler, he was like every day he had to stay after school. And he was like, dude, fuck that. I'm not going to do that. I'm like, no, I'll stay with you. It's fine. So I would like sit in detention and just work on homework. Yeah. And he's just like has to be in detention to do homework. So I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. So how was your week there, Daddy-O? What'd you do? Anything good?
No, there was the first week like I had like a decent workout and then I started doing like a stretching program too at home.
Yep.
And then yesterday I finished the raking and the pressure washing of the front of the house. That was a good time. You ever do any pressure washing at all?
Hell yeah, dude.
It's kind of fun. especially when you're doing something that's like doing siding on a house is super fucking easy.
Yeah.
But it's like oddly satisfying just to like see all the gunk and the grime just fly off the house.
Yeah, dude. It's the best. I actually cleaned the front of our house last week too. We don't have a pressure washer. I just used a hose. But yeah, it's great. What do you do? Does it just wash away? Did you do the side of your house? Did you do the whole house? What did you do?
No, I just did like whatever's noticeable from the
Yeah.
the front of the road. But we got new windows a couple weeks ago, so I took down the shutters so they could do all that crap. So tomorrow, when I'm home from work, I'll go out and I'll put the shutters back up, which is pretty exciting.
That's so exciting, dude.
It's all just house shit, dude. It's stuff that I didn't like ever have to do before because I've never been in this position.
I shouldn't have worn short shorts in the fucking video. I'm very self-conscious about the length of my shorts.
You should get like the Johnny Knoxville like fake balls that are like a foot and a half long and just have them hanging out the bottom of your shorts.
Yeah.
Get the cat in there, just like.
Yeah. You know, so I was looking up, there's this bird at our house, and I was looking up the other day, and I had no idea. There's a remarkable amount of birds that are called tits. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, and there's like boobies, and then there's tits. It's like a lot of birds are called like the winged tit, or like the English tit. I don't know if it's pronounced tit, but that's how it's spelled.
I mean,
odd.
I've heard, what is it? The blue-footed booby? Isn't that like a little penguin-looking thing?
Yeah.
But it's not a penguin, but it's got a
Well,
blue-footed
yeah. There'll be a
booby.
Yeah, that's actually where the term booby trap came from. Did you know that?
The blue-footed booby?
Yeah, they would have these traps to catch the birds, the boobies. And then that's when they started calling it booby traps.
No way. You're making
Swear
that
to
up.
God. Swear to God.
No fucking. I'd
Swear
pull it
to
up
God.
if it didn't screw up the whole podcast.
Yeah, we can't look anything up.
I can't,
No more
I
looking
can't
shit
even
up.
move a freaking inch, dude, without setting something off.
Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know how we'll make it work. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. But yeah, there's a lot of birds named Tit, which is kind of strange. Kind of strange.
Yo,
Yeah.
are you necessarily scared of spiders by any chance?
No. Not really.
What about like a scorpion or like insects in general?
Not particularly. I mean, I would avoid a scorpion, but I'm not afraid of it.
Okay.
Can you die from a scorpion?
I feel
No,
like
they're-
they're poisonous.
They're poisonous, right? But does it kill you? Like if you get stung on like the ankle, can you die?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either. What about snakes? You could definitely die from a venomous snake, right?
Yeah, you can die from I bet you could die from a scorpion for sure.
Yeah. What do you do if because if you're in Vegas, like our friend that lives in Vegas, it was always Snapchatting scorpions that are on his porch and shit. Like, what if he walked out there barefoot one day and it got him? Like, what does he do? Just go to the hospital, or do you like?
Well, it might be the same thing with snakes. I'm sure some of them aren't venomous.
Right.
I'm not sure. I need to.
I feel like
brush
there's
up on
more.
my, my
There's more
scorpion
snakes.
history.
There's more types of snakes than scorpions, because snake is like a whole animal. Well, I guess a scorpion is too, but I think there's only like 3 types of scorpions.
So what's a scorpion like in the family of? Is it in the tarantula family? I thought it only has 6 legs.
No, a scorpion isn't a spider. I think is a tarantula a spider?
Yeah.
It is? Okay.
Yeah.
I know what it looks like. I don't know if it's technically a spider. Thought it was like more of a.
Would
I
it
don't
be in like the crab category because it's got the pinchers?
Well, crabs are technically insects. So are lobsters.
Like desert crabs
Kind of.
in the
Well,
water?
yeah. Yeah. It's kind of the opposite of a crab because they also have a tail too. Crabs don't have a tail.
I don't know, man. There's some weird shit on planet Earth.
Yeah, there really
Like,
is.
I've seen a lot of like pictures of monkeys just like, I'm like, that monkey, it looks like he has an orange toilet bowl for a face.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
blue, and blue ears and pink lips.
Mhm.
It's like, what the fuck am I looking at, dude? National Geographic, though. Growing up, I didn't really watch it, but I knew what it was. It was a good time. Mr. McVape over here.
Yep. It's the way she goes, bubs. I love watching those nature documentaries though, man. To like go to sleep or relax. Like they've got that one, what was it called? Planet Earth.
Yeah.
Those are the shit. And apparently they take like 20 years to make those. or something. Maybe not 20, but years and years because they have to get all that footage, you know?
Yeah.
And then they just throw Morgan Freeman on the voiceover. And dude, if you had to do like a celebrity death pool, Morgan Freeman's getting up there, man. You know?
Yeah, but think about the amount of people that would pick him right out the gate and he's still kicking. Like Jack Nicholson, isn't he still alive? He's just as old.
He's another one. Dude, I saw a picture of him that just emerged where he hasn't been seen in like 2 years and they saw him on his porch. He looks so disheveled.
Oh, really?
He looks like hell. Yeah.
Why not, man? Why not?
Yeah. He's just like, oh my God. Yeah. Yeah, he's up there. Dude, Jamie Foxx. Might be Jamie Foxx. How crazy is that?
Yeah, so I saw he was in medical, but I have no idea what, like, has he announced what happened to him?
Apparently, he collapsed on set like a month ago. And then I think he was okay, but then something worse happened and he's back in the hospital. He's been in the hospital for like a couple weeks.
Huh.
And they're not really telling you like how serious it is. They just keep saying, please pray for him. And he hasn't released any statement or anything, so he's probably fucked. Yeah. He's so healthy, dude. He's like 55. I didn't know he was 55. I thought he was in his 40s, but he's 55. So
yeah, he's been I wouldn't say on top, but he's been in a pretty good spot for a long time now.
He's like one of the most talented humans on earth.
Yeah.
He's so like he does impressions. He does, you know, he could play like 5 instruments.
I think my favorite
Acting.
Would be or what was it? Murder My Boss or something. What was it with Charlie Day? Horrible Bosses?
Oh, was he in that?
Yeah, he was the hitman that they hired to kill the bosses was Jamie Foxx.
Oh, I only saw that once. I didn't like it a whole lot.
The second one was just as good as man.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah. We need a good comedy, man. It's been a while. It's been a long time. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I'm getting to the point now that I'm scrolling through Netflix and I've scrolled through the same. I have the code saved in my phone. So if I want to watch a horror movie, it's like 8711 for all the horror movies. So I'll do that, and that's how I'll do my search now. But
wait, there's a code for Netflix? What do you mean?
Yeah, so if you go to the search thing and you type in, well, you got to look up what the code is online, but for horror movies, it's 8711. So you type that in, and it'll give you all the horror movies within Netflix, which is different from which is different if you go to movies and then go to horror movies. It'll give you the top 30, whereas this will give you the full list.
No shit.
Yeah,
I didn't know that was even a thing.
So I've got a thing saved in my phone, but they've got it like broken down into probably hundreds of different categories. So it's like documentary and science fiction or whatever and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, it's kind of cool.
I remember when Netflix first started streaming and everything on there was just garbage. It was all like movies that nobody else wanted that with like a budget of like $1,000. It was such dog shit.
It was like Super Size Me. That was the big draw.
Yeah, that was like the big.
Who wants to watch this again?
Yeah. Super Size Me. It came out 10 years ago. You want to watch it again? It's on Netflix. Yeah. Didn't they try to do a Super High Me too, right?
Yeah, with Doug Benson.
Doug Benson, I don't know, man. I always thought he was a poser. I never thought he was funny. You know, it's like every time he smokes weed on camera, he doesn't even like inhale.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, he seems like he plays a fake person in real life.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a dweeb.
So I guess this is you saying that you're challenging him to celebrity boxing. So
yeah,
I'll be the ref. I'll grab the chair, dude. It'll be like a wrestling match.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. This New York City subway incident. We were just in New York a couple weeks ago.
What happened? Was it with the subway?
Yeah.
What happened?
You didn't see what happened?
I didn't hear about any of this.
Oh man. So there's this crazed homeless person, right? And this guy's been like arrested like 42 times. And he just harasses people on the subway. And there's actually some videos of him like pushing people, like trying to push them onto the tracks and shit. Or like he slams this lady into like the side of the subway and like she bashes her head off it and shit. So there's a bunch of clips of this guy. and he was going wild. He's also a Michael Jackson impersonator or whatever. And he likes to dance, so he'll like dance on the subway, which is annoying as shit anyways. Like, turn your fucking shit off. Like, I'm trying to go to work, you know?
Yeah.
That would annoy me anyways. But he was going wild on one of his mental health breakdowns on the subway and was screaming at people and seemed pretty hostile. And so a guy that's in the Marine, I think he was in the Marines. I could be wrong about that. He's definitely in the military of some sort. I think it was Marine. Puts him in a submission hold. Like, not a chokehold. Like, he's not strangling him, but he puts him in a submission hold just to, you know, like UFC, to cut off the blood to make him pass out.
Yeah.
And the guy dies.
Huh.
So the guy dies, and the Marine is white and the guy's black. The homeless guy.
Yeah, I feel like that would be a big deal. Is it a big deal?
It's a big deal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it sounds like a big deal.
Yep. So
Thank you,
people
God,
are,
for no cable.
people are
I don't even know what's
protesting.
going on.
I mean, it sucks the guy died, but I mean, they're trying to make him like a hero. They're posting pictures of him in like his Michael Jackson outfit, saying like all this man wanted to do was dance, and it was our fault as society not getting him help, and which kind of is true, I guess. But I mean, he wasn't a good dude. He was arrested 42 times. You know?
40. He was arrested 42 times.
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's, I don't know.
But they're trying to say he was
not
like
that paints
completely
the whole
innocent.
picture, but Jesus, dude.
Dude, there was an article that came out. If you watch the video, first of all, the dude that strangles him ultimately is a white guy, but there's other people from other races like helping him, like hold the guy down.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just like a bunch of white dudes. And
so was he just going crazy and they kind of grabbed him because he was going to hurt people or what?
Yeah, I guess they were worried he was going to hurt somebody. And since the cops never showed up, because they don't in New York City, because they defunded the police. So they're like, I don't want him to hurt anybody. So he puts him in a submission hold and the guy dies. I don't think he was trying to kill him, but he definitely did. So
That's
But
wacky, dude.
it's a homicide, but it's not a murder, if that makes sense, you know? I don't think.
But the guy that choked him out and killed him, he's probably going to go to jail, obviously.
Well, the thing is, the articles are fucking ridiculous. That they're like Michael Jackson impersonator gets strangled to death on subway while onlookers cheer and laugh. And it's like, if you watch the video, nobody on the fucking train is laughing or cheering. They're all like scared, and they're all like want this guy to be taken care of, you know?
Yeah.
Nobody's like, it's just crazy because like shit like this happens, I feel like in a lot of places, but the media loves the race narrative. Like, if the races were reversed, this wouldn't even be news, you know?
I don't know, man. I mean, even this week I was talking to my dad on the way home and we're just talking, we just kind of like shoot the shit for 5 minutes, and it's either we talk about wrestling or we talk about the mass shooting. That's typically what it turns into. You see what happened in Texas? Nope. You want me to tell you? Not really.
Yeah.
He tells me anyways. And like, I don't
Same
even
shit.
know exactly what story I'm describing here, but this is a conversation I have on a weekly basis, dude. It's like every week something's happening.
Yeah, there's like so many shootings. I don't know what the answer is for that. I guess in Texas, they're having armed guards at every school now.
Good.
Which is kind of cool. Yeah. And then in Florida, they just passed a law where next school year, you have to have clear backpacks in every school. You can't have like regular backpacks anymore.
Well, that's pretty fucking dumb.
Clear backpacks. Yeah.
How about you walk through a fucking metal detector? That makes more sense.
Right. Yeah.
Jesus.
I think it's cool. I think we should take anybody that's in the military that knows how to use a firearm, obviously, from military training, give them a job. You know, like, we can't afford to pay somebody to stand in front of the school. I feel safer. You know?
Yeah, why can't you like there'd be like an on-site peace officer, like just hire a dude that's got 1 year left and you just want to go on tour, have him just sit at a school for a year.
Yeah.
Just
not
do
bad.
that. Yeah. You're telling me that if we were talking to Andy D and he had the option of either going to Somalia or to sit in fucking Nebraska for 8 hours a day, do you know which one he'd probably choose? He probably would go to Africa.
He's a little nuts though. Maybe he would.
More action.
Yeah. He just
Were you
bought a new
ever
house.
were you ever close to joining the military at any point?
No. It's not
No.
my thing. No, I kind of wish I did, man, because if I had done it when I was 18 instead of going to school, which was a waste of time and money, I would have gotten out 6 years. So I would have been out when I was 24. Would have been out by now for 6 more years. And I'd have great benefits, you know?
Yeah.
Probably could get a job from that. But you know what's crazy is, despite paying the amount of money I did for my degree and busting my ass and getting it, I don't think any job I've ever had has actually checked to see that if I actually have one or not.
Yep, it's on my resume. I say I have one.
Yep.
Yep.
Do we
and
know that
that's
they
it.
even check? Do they even check to see if you actually have one?
I feel like there was a story years ago now of where somebody was like applying to jobs and saying they had
Yeah.
whatever certificate, diplomas or whatever.
Yeah.
And,
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, they end up getting caught. But yeah, I think a majority of the time, if you put a college graduation date on there, they're not going to call you out on it.
No. Is there even
Never
a
had
way
any-
for them to check? Do they have to like
I
call
have-
the school?
I have had to share my transcript like twice,
Yeah.
but beyond that, there's like nothing else that I've ever had to prove to anybody.
Like, if they wanted to check, how would they? Like, if I'm an employer, I want to make sure this guy isn't lying about his master's degree. Like, do I call the school and be like, hey, and then they'll be like, hey, this is the administrative office or whatever. And I'll be like, hey, does this guy have a degree? Is that how
I
it
guess
is?
that's how they do it. Yeah. How else would you check it? It's not just like
Yeah.
comment. It's not like they just post it online and say these are all the people that
Yeah.
got a degree this year.
Right.
I don't know.
You know what you could do is you could find another guy with the same name as you, figure out what college he went to, and then just say that you went to that college and you have the same degree he has.
But you could say that you lost it in the mail and that you need a new one to a different address.
Yeah. Yeah,
But you
just
can,
hang it up.
but you can bill the original card number. I'll still pay it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't
Yeah.
know, man. I mean, I know I have like a different like view on just like education as a whole. Cause like high school, I got a lot out of high school for sure. I feel like that
Yeah.
was when I like really kind of like stepped up and started doing my own shit, and college kind of sucked and it was like
Yeah.
really, really hard and I had no time to do anything.
Yeah.
But I think, at least my experience, I think I had a good overall outcome from it. You
Yep.
know?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, whatever. It is what it, I mean, dude, to go to college, like, if you're going to be a doctor or a lawyer or an engineer, something that requires school, I get it. But even like a business degree, I mean, what did I learn, really? I'll tell you what I learned. Nothing. I didn't learn anything from school. I just went. But maybe I could have learned more. But what could I have learned there that I couldn't have learned myself anyways?
So what would have been just as worthwhile to like go for like a 2-year music
No,
degree
just
or something?
Even a music degree. The most successful artists didn't go to music school. You know?
So
like
if you were 18, what would you do? Would you join the military then?
No, I might not do anything. I might just like go into the workforce. Find something, you know, just save money. Save all those tens of thousands of dollars. Just, you know. Have I made enough at this point, having been out of school for almost a decade now, to justify the amount of money I spent and those 4 years of my life? Has it been worth it? I would say no. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're just
Yeah, I
riding
don't
different
know.
waves, man.
Yeah, I don't know what I would have done, man. Fucking maybe, well, the thing is, I was broke. I didn't have money. It's like when I was 18, I didn't have like a 50 grand in the bank. But if I did, I would have just traveled, you know, go to Europe,
Yeah.
shit like that.
Well, it's not too late, my friend.
No, it's too late. It's far too late. Nah, it's not too late. It's not too late. It's never too late.
I don't know. I think if I had to go back, maybe I wouldn't go to school for film.
Yeah.
I mean, because the whole problem was I spent like years learning how to like write movies and make movies. And at the end of the day, it's like, I want to make YouTube videos and not movies. So other than teaching me editing skills and introducing me to directors or weird, sketchy movies and shit.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what I got out of it.
Well, here's the thing, man. Like, with YouTube is better than any school, really. You can learn all that shit on YouTube video. Probably the majority of what you know now, that you might have learned some stuff about film, but tutorials on YouTube. I didn't go to school for music. I can produce music. Not good music, but I can, you know?
It's just like high school. Like I feel like I had so many more resources. Like even the amount of people that I had in videos in high school.
Yeah.
Like if I had one more year of, all right, like next year I'm going to put out a movie and like I'd be able to map it out and like film it over the whole year and have everybody live in town and play sports and do that kind of shit. Like if I had more foresight, I would have been like, all right, by senior year, I'm going to shoot this movie.
Yeah.
And then by the time I graduate high school, I'm going to have a movie done. Whereas
You know what
now
we should
I'm like
do?
30 years old and I don't have a movie.
We should make like a buddy comedy. There hasn't been a buddy comedy with two white guys in so long.
Sign me up, Rooster.
Yeah. It would be cool. I don't know. Would you ever want to make a movie though? Like a legit
Absolutely.
movie?
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
it's just the
yeah.
problem is I don't live by anybody that can help. I'm kind of like out on an island by myself. So that's why I'm doing all these fucking videos by myself, dude.
Well, here's the other problem, right? There's so much that goes into making a movie. I mean, it's like, I think it's substantially more than what goes into making like an album even, you know? I mean, I've made albums myself, but you got to have like somebody write the screenplay, and the screenplay has to be good before anything else, you know?
Yeah. I took screenwriting and then there was a bunch of stuff about Greek mythology and how like the hero's journey and how everything goes into a full circle and into the 3 acts and all that crap. So I'm aware of all that stuff. So if I were to, I could just pull up my notes and type something up. But
Yeah, but are you a good writer though? Could you write like a good screenplay?
I feel like I'd be better at it now than I was 10 years ago for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like just the way I like communicate is advanced. Whereas when I took that screenwriting class when I was 21, I didn't want to do it. I didn't take it serious, you know?
Right. So if you wrote a screenplay, then the other thing is that you can direct the movie and everything, but if you have shitty actors, you know, you have to get good actors. They can't just be like your friends either, you know, because you might have one of your friends that's just not a good actor, and then it's like, fuck, like, sorry, buddy, it's not working out.
Yeah. I wish I could just make videos with all my friends at the same time and then have that be my life. That would be okay with me. That's not how it works though.
That's how it works for some. I mean, that's how it works for Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's feel bad for that guy now. His good friend is trans now, and it's like kind of this big deal.
Which one? Who did that?
In the Mr. Beast video, I forget the guy's name. I would look it up, but I can't. We have no access to. Yeah, we need like I need an iPad too that I can just like, you know, put a soundboard on there.
Do a little fap action, little beat master.
Yeah. Yeah, but Mr. Beast's buddy is trans now, which he's fine with, but a lot of his audience might not be.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's funny how these things happen, and you can tell how progressive we are not. Like the whole Bud Light thing with the Dylan Mulvaney. And we talked about this before.
What were they thinking? By the fact
way, the fact
they've
that
lost so much money.
That whole company upside down is just wild.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was what happened because of that. That's wild to me.
I love it. I think it's actually a big win for people that are sick of a specific agenda being shoved down their throat. It just shows you that if you go woke, you can go broke, you know?
Yeah.
Like, stop trying to appease to a very small minority of people, just seem more progressive as a company when your fucking main client is not people that are fans of Dylan Mulvaney. Like, your customer base. There's a video of Fenway Park the other day, and they show the Bud Light stand, and it's just loaded with Bud Light, and nobody's standing in line. It's just everybody's like the other one. It's a full baseball game. It's crazy.
That's funny, man. That's a very sobering image. Just the baseball.
Yeah.
Nobody's in line for the Bud Light. That's very, images are powerful, dude. You know, that kind of tells the story right there.
It's wild. And now the CEO he keeps backtracking. Like he refuses to apologize for it because if he apologizes, it makes him admit that they did something wrong, and also he doesn't want to seem like a dick to people that are for like the trans community.
Didn't somebody step down though?
Oh yeah, they stepped down. The head of marketing that pushed for that camp. But he's saying now the CEO is saying, listen, it wasn't a campaign. It was just one person, one ad, one time. He's like keeps stepping back from it. And we had no intention to upset anybody or get involved in this political war. It's like, dude, you don't give a fuck, man. You just want to sell more beer and you're taking a big hit right now. That's what it is.
What do you think he was thinking? What do you think he was like? He had this idea crumb through his little brain, and wow, that would put us ahead of everybody else, all our competitors.
Yeah.
Such a good idea. Let me go to the boss with this one. The boss is like, dude, you think this is a good idea? He's like, I think it's a home run, Chuck. 2 months later, he's like filling out his resume.
To be honest, he probably had no idea. Like the CEO, I think that it's just underneath him because there's people in the marketing department that deal with that shit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not like, Coors Light has the Pride cans. They've been doing that for years.
Yeah.
Where people draw the line is the whole trans thing, I think.
I've got like an odd topic to bring up, but I don't know if I'm comfortable doing it. So I'm tired of my phone telling me what I want to see on so I spend so little time on social media now, and it's because of shit like this. I'm scrolling through Instagram and it's like 5 or 6 dudes with Down syndrome, but they're dressed in drag and they're like walking to the stage and they're just like saying shit to the microphone. And it's like, not that I have a problem with any of that because it's 2023 and you can't have a problem with any of that. But I'm like watching
you can't have a problem with anything.
I'm like, why is my phone telling me to look at this right now? Are you serious? It's like, I put my phone face down. I'm like, I can't be spending any more time on my phone. Like this is what I'm spending my precious time with, is seeing shit like this. Like,
it's called drag syndrome, right? It's called drag syndrome. I've seen it.
Something like that. I mean, I don't know. It's just, it's not the fact that I saw it. It's the fact that that's something I would never seek out to see. I think that's the difference.
It's weird, man. You know? Do you think are they even, if they want to do it and they want to do it, like they know what they're doing. It's not like they're, incapable of making that decision. But it just gets weird where maybe they're not aware. Maybe like people are saying, hey, you should dress up like a girl. It would be great. And then they're, making them do it or something. That's where it gets weird. Also, the person, what was it, last year or 2 years ago? Their first Down syndrome Victoria's Secret model.
Oh, yeah.
It's just, dude, you know what Victoria's Secret models are. You know what guys think about them. That's where it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm cool with it. Because maybe she's not aware of what a Victoria's Secret model is like we are.
Yeah.
It's kind of fucked up.
I don't know. It's just, I don't even know why I'm trying to carry on this conversation anymore. Anyways.
Mm-hmm.
If you had to climb like a 30-foot high fence with barbed wire at the top, do you think you could do it?
What's on the line? My life?
Yep. You got to get over that fence.
Well, if I'm going to die, if I don't get over it, I'm going to try. Could I do it? I could definitely climb a 30-foot fence. No problem. The barbed wire is going to be tough. Now,
what would you do? Would you kind of like try to pull the barbed wire apart and kind of like shimmy through it? Or would you put like your shirt over? Because ideally you'd have a coat that you would throw over the barbed wire and then climb over.
Right. But even the coat, well, the shirt, it would poke through for sure. A coat might be better. You could throw a coat. Yeah, if you're wearing a coat, just fucking whip it over the top.
Yeah, but if you're down 30 feet on the ground, I'm not going to throw a coat.
No. Like, carry the coat, like tie the coat around your neck.
Yeah.
And then when you get to the top, untie it with one hand and, you know what I mean? Yeah.
The highest fence I ever climbed, maybe like 8 or 10 feet.
Really?
Yeah. I broke into a baseball stadium once when I was in Wisconsin. Yeah.
Oh, shit. That's pretty sweet. Yeah. Yeah, the worst is getting down the other side once you get over. Because if you're 30 feet in the air, but by the way, why would a fence be 30 feet tall? That's too tall for a fence.
What if we're trying to break into America? Is there no fence?
That's not a fence.
Is there no
I think
fence?
it's a wall, isn't it?
Oh my god.
I mean, there's no wall or fence for most of the border.
That's true.
It's just dudes and ATVs with guns.
Cartman riding ATVs.
Yeah. Build that wall.
I'm
Man.
wait, so we vote for president next year or the end of this year? 2024? I feel like I'm so far removed from like reality. I don't even know when we have a new president, if we have a new president. I follow the news at
Yeah. I know the answer, but I don't want to say it because if it's wrong, I don't want to look like an idiot.
I don't fuck.
It's definitely their campaign is for 2024. You know, it was 16, 20, 24.
Yeah.
Which means I think they become the president-elect in 2024 in November. And then they officially start an inauguration, which is January 6th. You know how there's like antiques, right?
Yeah.
And what does it have to be an antique? Like an antique piece of furniture? What's it, 50? Is that antique? Is it 25 years old? I don't fucking
For
know.
cars, it's 25. Yeah.
Cars is 25. That's crazy. That means like a 1998 is an antique now. It's fucking crazy. But okay, so cars is 25, but like an antique piece of like an antique dresser, you know, maybe it is 25 for everything. Everything is just made so shittily today, right? Like all the furniture that we buy like from IKEA that is only designed to last like 5 years. Do you think antiques are just not going to exist in like 50 years anymore? Yeah, nothing lasts. Like cars especially. Like nothing is designed to last. It's like planned obsolescence for everything, including furniture. They don't want your bed frame to last more than 10 years.
Yeah, I'm looking around even at my computer set up now, and I bet none of this shit's going to be standing in another 5 years from now. It's just going to fall in on itself.
It's all shit.
It's all these goddamn cardboard screws that I'm using. Little pegs and shit.
Yeah.
I don't even use a fucking screw anymore. Everything just pegs right in.
Dude, yeah, that's the thing. You buy the IKEA furniture and it just fucking snaps together and it's like, oh yeah, that'll hold. Yeah, that's cheap as fuck.
Yeah,
it's like
so cheap, dude.
Doesn't look like that. Doesn't look like that when it's in the box.
No,
They
it's
don't
kind
tell
of
you
cool.
that.
Yeah. No, it's I'm a big I always sign myself up to build this shit that I get from Staples and that I get from wherever else, like desks and stuff.
Yeah.
Until I get halfway through it and I'm like, God, I fucking hate doing this, dude. Like so much.
I like it. I enjoy it. I like putting shit together, and then I feel like I'm a carpenter, where really I'm just assembling something in a box. Fucking, you know what I mean? Anybody could do that.
Yeah.
It's in a different language. Can't read it. You just gotta look at the pictures. Damn. Yeah, I'll wrap it up. Well, thanks, guys. First video pod. It went a lot faster than I fucking thought, man. Not bad at all.
Good time.
Not bad at all. So, yeah, we'll see you in a week. We'll perfect it. It'll get better. But you want to tie the sweet little bow tie on this?
Don't spit. Swallow the cream.
Cream on.
Cream on.